Hey glitches, Brett here with my review of the new zombie game from the developers behind Dead Island, Dying Light.
The eyes of the world have been glued to the city of Harran for the past 2 months, following the outbreak of a previously unknown pathogen.
Techland's parkour survival horror game Dying Light is a semi-serious, less campy take on zombies than a lot of other games in the same genre. As Kyle Crane, you venture undercover into the infested quarantine zone of the fictional city of Harran. Working for the Global Relief Effort, or GRE, you are tasked with retrieving a stolen file about the pathogen, which is being used as leverage to blackmail the organisation you are working for. After a not-so-great start to the mission, you find yourself in a survivor sanctuary, becoming a parkour expert pretty damn quickly, and falling from great heights and never feeling more happy to see a big-ass pile of garbage.
Holy shit! It's a rush, isn't it? But don't blow your load just yet. There's more.
While helping the group out with collecting supply drops and just downright surviving, you find out more info about your mission and the GRE's real intentions. It took a bit of time for Dying Light to suck me in, with the first few hours being nothing more than fetch quests which are done to death. Eventually the mission structure really starts to pick up, and once you make your way through those initial sluggish hours, the fun and survival instinct starts to take hold. Missions become a little bit more varied, and I started to forgive the fetch quests strewn across the city. The story of Dying Light is nothing new, and follows a lot of the same plot points as many other zombie games. Yet its setting of the city of Harran is one that will keep you interested, with its random encounters and side missions. The characters that you meet along the way really make you feel for those lone survivors just trying to make their way through the days and nights. For the most part, I would find myself compelled to help a survivor who was being attacked by a biter or being held captive by another group of survivors called the Bandits. This game oozes atmosphere during the day and totally changes up that atmosphere when that sun goes down and the nature of the zombies changes. If you're out going from rooftop to rooftop in the world of Dying Light at nighttime, don't for a second think it's going to be as easy as during the day. The infected become more vicious and their senses and mobility become heightened to the point where they can run and jump just about on par with your own abilities. At night you can either bolt for it or take things a little bit more carefully and sneak your way around, giving you a different gameplay experience.
Okay, Doc. Here comes your chunk of zombie guts.
The nighttime experience is what really stood out during my playthrough of Dying Light. So many times I would check the map for the closest safe house to bolt to while being followed by a pack of infected. Even small little sheds came in handy when I found myself stuck outside, and of course you get extra points if you choose to test your wits against the nighttime hordes of souped up zombies and extra creepy crawlies that only come out at night. Techland have the enemy types pretty much covered, from your slow, exploding and spitting zombies, not to mention the massive hulking zombie types, and with these mixed in with the non-infected villains, keep things nicely changed up. For the most part, the AI is pretty good, and defeating them definitely isn't a walk in the park, especially if you get a whole group of zombies at you. But at times, the AI is let down by some glitches.
Good thing that fucker can't get here.
Scavenging for weapons and supplies for upgrades is very engaging, and with the melee weapons breaking and having limited repairs, you constantly find yourself looking for the next pipe or axe to decapitate or smash in your opponent's head. The skill trees give you plenty of options for upgrading, and the focus on a particular playstyle. For me, things started to get a hell of a lot more fun when I started upgrading my parkour abilities, giving a great flow to the running system. A pretty damn good crafting system is also put into the mix, rounding out the RPG elements of Dying Light. Harran is a richly detailed city and is pretty damn fun to explore, and besides some of the glitches along the way, it is beautifully crafted with only a few graphical issues, and a bit of stuttering mainly during cutscenes. For me anyway. These optimization issues of course will hopefully get patched up at a later date, as seems to be the trend these days.
You can't tell a convincing lie to save your life.
I know what I'm doing.
Yeah?
Character models range from looking
but right now we have
amazing
to get out of
to
here.
looking laughable. Not to mention the lip syncing, which, just like Alien Isolation, becomes somewhat distracting. Overall, the voice acting is quite good and fits the characters with minimal camp involved.
Stupid fucking kid! Oh god.
With fairly fleshed out characters and a main villain who is a ruthless prick, Dying Light is a great offering from the developers at Techland. With a zombie game that hits all the right marks and gives you plenty of bang for your buck, chances are you're going to be leaping from building to building for a very long time. It may not be perfect, but it's pretty damn close. I'm giving Dying Light an 8.5 out of 10. Be sure to let me know in the comments what you think. If you've played Dying Light, let me know whether you love it or hate it. Do you agree or disagree? Also, check out Glitch News for more game and movie news and reviews. Cheers.